I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh,
Your team is banning. Your team
10
is
years
banning.
of imprisonment.
And welcome back everybody to the Vortex Esports Tournament.
Destroy.
It is
Team
a
is
match
banning.
2, game 2 between Demonic Waves and Demolishers. And both sides have headed into the draft right away.
Still
And
waters
a
run
small
deep.
announcement.
Your team is
This is
banning.
the game 2, as in the game 1, one of the sides has, the Avengers has surrendered. So their opponents will directly qualify into the next round.
Sanjo.
Your
And
team
heading
is
into the
banning.
drafts, we have something really interesting today. As for now, I'm your caster Baldidu, and hopefully joined by my co-caster. We might be seeing him any moment. But
Sir,
so far,
what's your
yes,
command?
Your team
Itami
is
will
banning.
be in in a few minutes, but the bans are already close to being completed. We have the Terizla, the Ling, and this Fanny taken out by demonic waves. They do not want to give the side of the demolishers any of those brutally efficient assassin picks or the much favored Terizla in the EXP lane. And meanwhile, you have Shujan take out
I
the
see lots of
Hayabusa, the
prey.
Zask,
Your
and
team
the
is
Roger.
picking.
His team has done their research, a few meta picks taken out, nothing except for that Fanny, which is probably a standard pick for probably one of their players, maybe Extinction, the namesake of Demolisher himself, might be playing that Fanny to excellent utility.
I will protect you.
Your team is
And
picking.
the first pick so far is the Lolita from the side of Woeful. Demonic Waves having a strong
Muscle
showing.
of
They have
iron.
chosen to take,
No more
leave out some
than
of
a
Your
those meta
team
weapon.
picks
is
like the
picking.
Harith. They have left out the Edith, but they've instantly taken up the Borg by Smurf. It's a decent pick. You have the shields from the Lolita, you have the Newman on Blast, you have the fire missiles by the Borg. Meanwhile, Shujan and Hyper, they have picked up this. They have picked up the Julian in a lane. Probably it is a mid lane Julian so far. We have not seen him change the battle spell, and Hyper has picked up the Gutto. But it is yet to be
As
seen. Will
fleeting
this
as a
Gatotkaч go
snowflake's
into
Your
the
breath,
mid
team is
lane
picking.
as
or
timeless
the
as a
gold lane or the
glacier's
EXP lane?
heart.
Because in the current patch we are seeing a lot of double fighters, but maybe god gaming will resolve this confusion for us. And guys, and small gap before we get into the second drafting phase, we have my co-caster here with me. It's Itami. Say hello to everyone, Itami. It's nice to have you here, man. And I guess Itami is a
Light
little camera shy,
before
he's a little
prey.
mic
Your
shy,
team is
doesn't want
banning.
to wait, But yes, into the second drafting phase, we're headed in. God Gaming has picked up the Argus, and while people might put the Argus down as a non-meta pick, you can't put this
My
hero
mission
down.
is to protect
Your team
lives.
is banning.
So, yeah, Baldudu, I'm back, I guess. So, yeah, go, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Vortex Esports Championship Day 2. And we are proceeding with game number 1. Yeah, this is the match 2 of game number 1.
For
So,
honor!
on
Your
the blue
team
side,
is
I'm not so aware
banning.
of the name of the teams right now, but
Butterflies
uh,
born
they
by
are
thy
Your
just going
wish,
team
with the
is
regular
banning.
bans.
guided
So,
by
what are
lantern's
your thoughts
light.
on this, Baldudu?
Well, it is the demonic waves this on the blue side, and it is demolition on the right side, on the side of the red. But with terms of the bans, it is very, very standard. Like the only thing that is worth noting is the fanny ban,
The
in terms of the
hunt
bans.
begins.
Your
And because
team is
everything else is
picking.
the same meta bans, it's the Ruby ban. It's not something we really have to put in too much analysis into. But what do you think about this Argus on the EXP lane?
Argus is like quite been rising up right now. He's good, but I don't think he might be the best pick. But at the end of the day, it's the user that uses the hero. But we will need to see how this Argus is gonna work for the side of the red team. So yeah, I guess this cutout is most probably going to the Rome because I don't see cutout as the gold laner. So and they have picked the XP laner as well. And this Julian is probably going to the mid lane or the jungle, and they will be proceeding with the gold lane pick, which is going to be the Moskov, I guess.
And that spear of
I am
destruction, the
vengeance
abyssal
Your
spear, the
team is
Moskov,
incarnate.
that
picking.
is really beautiful skin, by the way. Like I got it
I
recently on
have
my
prepared
account
a
too.
different way
But
of death for
instantly,
everyone.
the Rakshasa demon, it is the Hanabi picked up by Nifty, and it's one of his favored heroes in the gold lane. And meanwhile, MJ is trying to
Mark
hover
my
over the
name,
Gushin. We
schemers.
will be
Your
seeing a
team is
Gushin
picking.
jungle. I mean, like, it's been a while, right, Itami, since you've seen Gushin in competitive play. I mean, I've barely seen him in ranked games nowadays. Forget about competitive play.
Definitely. If you are a mythical, like at least you are in mythical glory or immortal, you don't see Gushin much, but he does work as a hyper, in my opinion. If he is able to get the Sky Piercer on time and he is able to stack up, then Gushin is definitely going to work in this team comp. And looking at the team comp from the red side, I think Gushin might be a really good pick.
And yeah, dude, there's a lot of variety left for them. I don't know what is he have to really take in the jungle, because there is CC, there is magic damage. So you need something physical. I would actually prefer something like a Granger,
It is
because
better
it'll
to
keep
be
him that
feared
range.
than
But instead, they have
loved
opted to go for
if you
some more
cannot buff.
magic to complete their draft. And it is going to be the Amon, the Silent Edge, and it's gonna be a battle between the brothers. Not the brothers. I guess these guys are cousins, or are they brothers? I'm not
They
sure
are
about the
brothers, I
lore
guess.
myself.
Yeah, they are brothers, Aemon
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Gushin.
I
I
think
guess,
Amon is the older
yeah,
brother.
yeah. So yeah, this is going to be battle between two brothers, and yeah, this Julian is not going to the jungle apparently. It is going to the mid. So we are proceeding with game number one, match one. It is between Team Demolition and it was I
And
guess was
we're headed into the land of dawn. And right now, meanwhile, I usually you see auroras running some movement speed, and yes, that is the case here too. You
Welcome
have the
to
wilderness
MOBA
blessing on this
Legends!
aurora, and we would like to see some fast rotations
5
coming out from
seconds till
both
the
these
enemy
mages,
reaches the
because
battlefield.
I think
Smash
the
them!
win condition for both teams here is
All troops
the
deployed!
setup from the mage, not anybody else. What do you think, Itami?
definitely Aurora has a lot of crowd control. So yeah, Aurora might be a really good pick in terms of initiations of team fight. And on Eamon, like on the red team, we are seeing Eamon is getting some help over to take the red buff. He has started with the red buff first, and with the Gushen as well. He is starting with the red buff, and I guess they will be trying to compete for that Little Wanderer as well.
And one thing is, the season hunter will be giving Amon an edge in the jungling phase. Look at him; he's already started on his blue. Gushin instead opting to contest for the litho. Let's hope he takes it, because, like, it's and he has used his retribution, but he is still slightly behind in the farming speed, but not too much. Nothing a kill or two can't change. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Woful has dove in to the turret, but I don't think he had to do that, as he ends up taking a few measly hits from this turret shield. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Extinction is attacking. He's used his Inspire. Shield is popped up by the Hanabi. The agent is used. Will she be getting a kill? No. The Nifty survives with a sliver of his HP, but Amon is inside. Aurora using the shield, but the damage from those soul shards are not enough to secure a kill on either side, as both sides disengage.
That was a close call. Like the Hanabi had to force her ages there, but still the Moscow was not able to secure the kill. There were team fights as well. The Revitalize was also used by the side of the Lolita. I guess this is going to be either a support Lolita or a tank Lolita, or I guess it depends on what items you get. Because I guess we will be proceeding with the Flask of the Oasis, and we are seeing the turtle has been spawned already.
And on the top side, Gushin a little, making a risky play, and he
Oh,
falls. The first blood given up to his older brother. Bihari disengaging. Boful is zoning, but the Argus is there. A beautiful two-man chain by the Julian will set up the kill for Demolition. As right now they're demolishing the backline of demonic waves, and Boful disengages and left all alone. The trio from the mid trio. He's the only one making it out alive, as the turtle has been started by Demolition. And I think it'll be a free turtle for them, no contest.
that was quite a fight in my opinion. A 3-for-0 trade. Even if the red team has like they are proceeding with their comfort heroes, still they are managing to. Even if in my opinion, blue team has a better draft compared to the red team, but still the red team are managing to prevail over the contestants. And here comes another team fight.
And on the bot side, once again, Woful caught out, but a beautiful shield. Numenon Blast set up, the charge is there, the stun is down, and Woful picks up the kill. And Woe P to his teammates, as Demolition made a really, costly mistake. That Julian used his enhanced S1 onto the shield, of the side of the demonic waves. That was not the right move to make. Meanwhile, Nifty is diving the shield. His basic attack are greatly used onto expert player, but will he make it out alive? Yes, he does. But Hyper instead gives up his life. And the scoreboard is 2-3. Extinction really low, but yes, the Nifty picks up a kill. And that is a great start for this marksman. 1-0-2. Both are trying to re-engage. The ultimate has been reflected. No, it has not. Aegis popped, and this guy will definitely pick up the kill. Hanabi, no, she falls. And expert player makes it out with a sliver of HP. The Numenon blast used. Moskov dives in. There is more action. The fight has not stopped. Hyper re-engages. And man, how did Amon make it out? I'm really confused. How did that guy make it out, man?
Damn, that Hanabi was really pulling off in there. Like, he was able to secure that kill on that Moskov as well. Like, he went to the base, like just instantly came back with that fear of destruction, and he was able to join, and they made sure they would not lose more members in there.
And despite the strong draft on the side of blue, Demolition is doing a great job, but Nifty is getting farm, man. Like, look at the damage he's putting on. He's putting on absolute work. The vengeance was used, but it's all for naught. Julian trying to make a cheeky chain play, but nothing comes out of it. Extinction is, kind of pincered by the 3 members of Demonic Waves. The Numenon Blast used, but he is able to dash out in time. Julian with the chains, but Nifty picks up another kill onto the Julian. The Spear of Destruction used. Also dives in extremely dangerously, and he pays the price for it with his life. And I think that was a really unnecessary dive by the Moscow, man. Like, why would you do that?
Definitely, it might be a mistake maybe, but this Hanabi is getting a lot of farm. So they need to be careful at this point, because if Hanabi gets the farm, if he is able to secure some kills, then forget about the late game. In the mid game itself, if you can dominate it, and here comes Gato Kaja trying to initiate, he needs to secure the retribution, and it does, and that Gato will be taken down from that area. And they are not stopping here at mega kill for that person, and Eamon will be forced to retreat for now.
And they have the tempo back in their hand as Demonic Waves, making expert utilization of those minion waves, pick up the tier 3 inhibitor. Sorry, not tier 3, mid lane. I mean, not inhibitor. The inhibitor is still a while away from being close to procced. The shield has not been fallen yet. But a Gusion picking up a really sneaky kill on the bot side. Extinction was not prepared. Meanwhile, Argus low. He will be using his ult, but the turret on the top side falls. He has gone in too deep, too soon, and it will be too late for him to disengage as he falls once again. Actually, not once again. It's the first time he's fallen. But Argus surprisingly having the best laning experience outside of this Amon, who has still not died despite those engages made by both teams.
Definitely, he does have the 3 kills. He just got his Genius one as well as the Sky Piercer, but still, if Eamon is not able to stack up his Sky Piercer, then it would probably kind of be useless, because they need to initiate some team fights. They need to secure some kills, and I just noticed something. This Hanabi and the Lolita combo, it is absolutely disgusting. Because if the Lolita, I have been thinking, oh my god, there comes
And again on both sides, sorry to cut you off, a monster kill picked up by the Gutto. The Extinction falls for the 4th time, man. Him and Nifty are having a really opposite game. This marksman is on 2-1-7 and the other one's on 0-4 and 0. So not a great start, and sorry to cut you off. You were telling me more about that synergy between the farm laner and the roamer of DW.
Yeah, and there comes another team fight. Argus might be taken down again, and he does have his ult. He is trying to retreat for now. They have not, and another kill has been secured. I guess ball to be just disconnected, but there might be another team fight again. They are trying to secure the tower. The more objectives they get, the easier it's gonna be. So yeah, ball to do.
Yeah, I guess it was a streamer disconnect. I was there in the VC. But yeah, Bihari, dude, look at the amount of damage this Aurora is pushing down. She's not using that much of those, she's not making that much heavy damage. but just the blood wings and glowing wand is sufficient to put in a lot of poke damage onto the side of Demolition. And Demolition
Fear of Destruction?
are they gonna try for the Lord? No, they don't, and it's gonna be a free Lord pickup for Gushin and team. And I think they have to sync the waves if they want to even touch the inhibitors, because if they do not sync these waves, that Lord will be wasted.
Yeah, and they will try to secure the towers on the top, but I don't think they will be able to do so because the blue team already has over 8k gold lead, and they also got the Lord, and the Lord is gonna proceed this time. And if they are able to see like sync the lanes properly, then I guess at least 1 or 2 towers should be gone now.
And look at Gushin, he is trying for a play. Gato has driven in, he has finally caught, but a godlike picked up by this Gushin. This man using excellent mastery of his hero. Nina Nifty is there, he's used his Aegis, and the damage of expert player is not enough as he finally gets shut down. Nifty picking up that shutdown, and right now this guy is at 319. Someone stop the Hanabi. This demon from demonic waves cannot be stopped. Argus using his ult, diving into the heart of demonic waves, but he has left himself exposed without the support of his team as he falls to Frigid Glacier used, Aurora taking a turret hit, passive exposed, Extinction falls for the 5th time in this game, the Firaga armor, the last insanity pop, and it is a wipe out as demonic waves pick up this game and a victory for themselves.
Damn, that was
Victory!
quite a sweep, an absolute massacre from the side of Team Demonic Waves, and they will be leading this best of 3 series with 1-0. And this Hanabi and the Lolita combo was absolutely disgusting in my opinion, because she was able to get the Sea Halberd as well, and Lolita, as I expected, she got the Flask of the Oasis first, and they were able to get the additional shield as well. And Hanabi, as soon as the Aemon was using his ultimate, Hanabi was using her Aegis, and that Aegis was covering up the damage that was dealt by that Aemon on that ultimate. So this, like, it might be comfort picks for the side of the red team, but this time, the comfort picks didn't work as expected.
And yeah, dude, that Gato was not the best option. Like, he was only able to make one item in the 10 minutes. He was only able to get the Thunderbelt, and his gold is at 2.7k, which is nothing. I think was he AFK, because that's the only way I see that being made. And I don't think he made the Roam item either. So it's a
Yeah,
very confusing decision made by Demolition. So yeah, with that, game 2 does come to an end. Viewers, please, like, share, and interact with the stream and support the channel. We will be back with some more interesting games. Stay tuned. Um, is the stream paused?
hello.
Hello? हाँ, stream pause हो
Yeah,
गया?
I guess
Okay,
so.
fine. I was just waiting for that. I have to go. I think my next one should be starting in a few minutes. I don't know if
Yeah,
it'll start there. क्योंकि पता नहीं, हर दिन Royal Rumble में they're giving us 9:30 slots, and then the teams are either disqualified or the matches end by then. It goes offline. So I have not got to actually cast in Royal Rumble अभी तक.
oh,
हर दिन
it was
they
a
put a
goal
slot.
going up.
Even Battle Nights cancel हो गया आज.
हम्म,
फालतू. मैंने पूरा प्लान कैंसिल कर दिया यार मंडे का आज इसकी वजह से.
वही तो.
the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through? In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you,
in the moment with complete control over what comes next. At least when it comes to your music. Spotify Premium lets you play albums and playlists in any order. No ad breaks. Just uninterrupted music listening without limits. Tap the banner to learn more.
Coming online.
I've added. Am I audible?
Yes, you're.
Your team is banning.
Hello. We are back. Sorry for the delay, and we are on to the match 2, game number 2 between the
I will
teams
protect you.
Demonic
Your
Waves
team
and
is
Team
banning.
Demolisher. So on the blue side we have Team Demonic Waves, and on the red
For
side we have
honor!
Team
Your
Demolisher.
team is
So
banning.
I am Itami, and with me right now is my caster, none other than Peachy.
Hello, Itami, and hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? With that, we are back again with another exciting match. And there we go. The bands are all set, and this time it looks like it will be a Tigreal and the Lolita being banned. You know,
My
Itami,
mission
this is a
is to
assassin
protect
meta.
Your
I
team
always
lives.
is
expect an
banning.
assassin or maybe a mage, the annoying mages such as the Zubshin, the Zask being banned out. But no,
I
it's quite
am
opposite
Your
in
more
this
team
match.
than
is
a
Look at that.
banning.
weapon.
The Tigreal getting banned as well as the Lolita. These are some good bans. But oh, look at that. Another tank being banned. What is happening, Itami?
Yeah, they are prioritizing the
Butterfly is
Lolita ban as
born
well as
by
Your
my
Hayabusa.
team
wish,
And on
is
the previous
banning.
game,
guided by
from the side
lantern
of
flight.
Demonic Waves, we saw the Lolita as well as the Hanabi combo. And man, that
Feed,
shield was literally
Your
destroy,
team
and
is
Eamon was
hunted.
unable,
conquer.
was not able to do anything because of the shield. And Lolita could have been played as a support as well as the tank. And they are getting rid of the Zask, the Jushin, two mages and two tanks and a Julian, which could have been played on the mid lane as well as the jungle.
There we go. As we predicted, the mages have been banned.
Your
You know,
team
two
is
of the most
picking.
mages in this meta who has been buffed and nerfed like left and right. The Zuxin, the Zask, and along with that, one of the junglers, that is our beloved Julian being banned as well. That is new. With that, this gives a pathway to the assassins being open.
I
And there
see
we go. The
lots of
Hayabusa has
prey.
been already open and it has been traded for a Roger and a Link.
It's
What
not
is
every
that?
day you
That is
see
not the
such a
Your
trade that
handsome
team
I
is
dragon
picking.
tamer
wanted.
like me.
Like a Hayabusa for a Ling and a Roger. That Roger is definitely going to the gold lane, but still, uh, for the Ling,
You should be
Eudora?
ashamed for not
Oh,
trusting
Of
Your
okay.
team is
imprisonment.
I guess
picking.
this is for the Ling because Eudora can literally one shot the Ling.
Light me
Depends
up
upon the
and watch
Your
user
the
as well.
team is
world
And
banning.
burn!
Smurf is Demolisher is proceeding with the Xborg pick on the EXP. Xborg gives a really hard time to the Terizla right from the start of the game. So the Terizla needs to be a bit safe, needs to play a bit safe in order
I
to
am
like survive
Your
and
vengeance
team
make
is
some
banning.
incarnate.
use of him on the team fights.
That is true. And with that, Team Demonic Waves, they have already picked up another meta heroes, and that would be the Xbox as well. Pretty good the side of demonic ways. And as we all know that the draft is a stepping stone for the victory for the both the teams.
Hello, my
60% of the
friend.
match.
Your
You
team
all
is
know that
banning.
the from the draft itself that who is going to win. And I am really, really leaning towards demonic force right now, demonic waves right now. That the second phase of the ban is up, and Moscow as well as a Estes has been picked up. Is that Estes that I'm seeing it, Ami?
Yeah, they are getting rid of the Estes. Maybe a respect ban, maybe. Who knows? But as you mentioned, the
Muscle
red
of
side's
iron.
draft is
Your
Bones
team
of
is
quite better
banning.
steel.
compared to the side of the blue team. But you never know, because last night we saw some incredible comebacks and the game match three. But still, they are getting rid of the Gatot Kacha, which was picked on the last match. It was not able to do much on that game, but still, this Gatot has been banned in here. They got rid of the Estes as well. As I mentioned, this might be a respect ban, but I don't see why are they getting rid of that Estes.
Ah, that is true. I really think that is a waste of ban
Praise
right
the
now.
stars
And with
and
Your
that,
seek
team
your
is
no,
path.
he
banning.
has been banned. This is like a wave of weird bans coming in. They are not banning something from the meta, and they are banning whatever for fits for their comfort, and it is good, I think, because since both the teams are battling it out for the victory, and they really need this win to have a spot in this tournament.
Definitely. And the chip is still open. They might be going, demonic waves might be proceeding for the chip like
I
they
shall
did for the
succumb
user,
to
but
my
no, they
Your
will be
power.
team
going with
is
the
picking.
Kufra this time. Kufra is gonna give some hard time to the Hayabusa, but I don't think Atlas is gonna be a good pick because demonic waves are still yet to pick their mage, and if the Valentina comes in, then the Atlas would literally be useless.
That is true. Valentina pick would be a cherry on top pick because, as you mentioned, Valentina can copy ultimate, but
May the
right
blood
now
of
she
my
could
enemies
copy
flow from my
ultimates such as
spear.
the Terizla and the Mincitar as well. So I really think that they should really play this Valentina card. But on the other hand, they still have a lot of mage options as well. Oh, wait a minute. They are trying to team Demolisher. They are trying to get
I've been
trying to see
waiting
if
for
the
too
Your
Claude or
team
long.
maybe a
is
carry, and
picking.
with that they lock in a carry.
A Mincitar room? I guess this is going to be a Mincitar room because they have already picked the Terizla, but Mincitar right now has been rising up on the gold lane, in my opinion, and he would have worked better on the gold, but it depends upon the playstyle of the teams. But they are proceeding with the carry here. For the carry, I guess it's for the Kufra and the Export because they have quite sustainable kind of HP, and Team Demon Waves are proceeding for the Faramis.
To
Valentina was
live
not
is
picked,
to
so
trick
Faramis
the Reaper.
on the last pick will be a good pick in my opinion.
Pretty good picks here. I think Faramis was not needed in that composition, but I think it would have been panned out very well with the Netherrealm because it really gives you an extra health and the support coming in as well. And as well as I have to say, Faramis has a good damage as well. So that is another plus point for him. And with that, we are now in the loading screen. And this will be a match between Demonic Waves versus Demolisher. And looking at the draft, looking at the picks and the spells as well, I really don't see some out of the corner. But I have high expectations for the Terizla to pop the penalty zone coming, a 5-man ult or maybe a 4-man ult.
And they both of the teams don't have that kind of a CC, so they are proceeding with 8 flickers in total. That excluding the retribution because the jungler is definitely gonna go for the retrieve, but 8 flickers in here and this Mencitar on the roam. But in my opinion, demonic waves are leading right now with a deficit
Welcome
of
to
1-0, and
MOBA
this is going to be a match
Legends.
point for them. And we are proceeding to game number 2 of match
Five
2
seconds
in
till
the
the
land of
enemy
dawn.
reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
There we go, ladies and
Ultimates
gentlemen. We are
deployed.
in the Land of Dawn. This will be an epic battle and one of the important matches because we all know that they need how they need this spot. With that, the junglers, the Hayabusa has opted for a red buff, which is unusual. I think he really wants to go to the top lane trying to pick up for Roger. So maybe he started off with a red buff. But on the other hand, the Ling, he has already started with a blue buff. As we all know that the Ling and even the Hayabusa is purely and dominantly dependent on to will blue buff.
Yeah, and meanwhile on the top lane, Carry just had to force out a flicker because of the Kupra. Kupra was able to initiate some kind of a team fight, and he is still trying to make a poke on them. Roger will be trying to proceed a bit deep, but he will not be able to secure any kill for now. And Carry is trying to go quite aggressively, but I guess Kupra is gonna have it done, so they need to proceed pretty cautiously here.
Oh,
He might be taken down, and he does. Paramis is able to secure the first. But I guess Hayabusa does have the Ogi Shadow kill. He will be going with the Ogi Shadow kill in here, and a double kill. Beautiful stun from the Eudora, and Ling will be joining in the Princess of Slave, and Ling is able to secure the kill on the Eudora. Carry will be taken down as well, and this might be a triple kill for the side of the Ling, but Haya is able to use the status trying to make an escape, and Bihari will be forced to retreat for now. Or 2 for 3 trade for the side of the red team.
Pretty good trades coming in right here. It's just 2 minutes into the game. With that has spawned again. Oh, wait a minute. It is Minchit are in trouble. He's trying to go in. Oh, that's the flicker coming in from Roger as well. And he popped his like and pounds, getting the kill. With that, he will be backing off. Oh, wait a minute. There is a support coming in from the Kupra with the bouncing ball. It is a double kill for the Roger.
And the synergy between the tank and the gold lane is quite something. Because on the last game as well, the Lolita and the Hanabi, they pick was working out so well for the side of demonic waves. And meanwhile, on the third lane, Ling was able to secure a kill on that Teresla, and they are able to get the objective as well. Right now, they have over 1k gold lead, and this doesn't look good for the side of the team demonic.
That is actually okay, Shami, because we are in the early game right now and it does not matter much. But on the other hand, there's this comment going on again. The Trian's revenge doing its magic, but even though 2 men Trian's revenge, that the team was far off behind and couldn't do damage on to the carry. Oh, wait a minute, looks like another Trian's rage will be popped out onto the carry. Carry will be looking for a flicker, and she is surviving with that. Unfortunately, the Eudora will be caught in the very bad position.
And Carry needs to retreat from there, and there comes the Ling, and he will be able to secure the game. The Tempest of Fate have been caught up, but Ling is able to secure the mega kill as well. A 2-for-0 trade by far, and Nifty has also been taken down on the process.
Pretty good trades coming in. I really have to commend both the teams for that. But on the hand, oh, wait a minute. The shadow, the shurikens doing its job, and it is the Kupra going down in the hands of Hayabusa.
Paramis will be forcing his ult from here. Haya is trying to make an escape, but Paramis ult is already up, and Carry is trying to go a bit aggressive, but Vincita is able to hook the Roger, but still no trace by far. The turtle is going to spawn on the next 10 seconds.
Oh, again, I really want to see a battle of retribution between the Ling and Hayabusa. In the last turtle, we did see the Hayabusa securing the turtle with no, without any help, because the tank was in top lane. But what?
Oh, meanwhile on the bot lane, Haya was able to get the kill on the Teresa, but he will be taken down. He took some damage from that tower, and the Ogi Shadow did land it, but the Ling is able to secure the kill on Hayabusa, and this will be an easy for the side of the red team, and Kupra is able to pick up a kill on the Eudora as well. Teresa looking quite on a bad position, and Ling is able to secure the turtle of bait coming up from that Ling, and Roger will be trying to go in, I guess, but Ling is looking quite low. Hayabusa is trying to join in the team fight. The conceal has been forced, and they will be retreating for now.
Look at that. Right now the kills are favoring towards demonic waves already because they are dominating. With he already has a bounty on him with almost a 300 gold. That's pretty much good. On the other hand, it is the Rome trying to damage it out to with a Xbox in the bot lane. That was, what is the Mincetar doing? That is not the game the Mincetar should have done because he's on the roam and not as a marksman in the game.
Oh, the flicker, the misplay from the flicker from the Eudora. I think he was trying to take down the Roger with the flicker combo, but he completely missed. Like, that was not definitely the Eudora was wanted a complete waste of resources. Meanwhile, the Ling is able to secure the kill on that Mencita, and the Terizla looking quite on a bad position as well. Our Xbox doesn't have his Firaka armor, but Terizla will be sticking with the tower, and on that, meanwhile, on the top lane, Roger is able to secure the kill on the carry with the help of the tank Kufra.
Pretty good synergy coming in from Kufra as well as the look at that. It is the Triumph's Rage missing onto the Hayabusa. He was inch away with that. They are backing off. The shadows are all set in, but it is a very bad position for the shadow because four members are already on top and they are clearing those minions and they are eyeing towards the second structure. But no, three members from the team Demolisher, they are already up as well. And oh, wait a minute, looks like Kufra, he's trying to get an opportunity and he fails.
He miserably failed, and I guess this is going to be unusual for the side of the team. Demonic Rage. The Haya is not able to contest. Look at the zoning on the mid lane. He is not able to join the team fight, the turtle fight, as well as the team fight. And Ling is trying to get the Hayabusa's blue buff as well. Eudora might be taken out. Tidal Wave coming from that Kufra, and Eudora looking quite in a bad position. He will be retreating with some low HP, but Ling is able to secure the kill. A godlike for that Ling. He is like absolutely unstoppable at this point. The Tempest of Bid is still yet to be used. I guess he will try to be retreating, but meanwhile on the top lane, Roger is able to secure a solo kill on the carry, but that Ling will be taken down this time. The Mincetar a bit work, and Ling will be taken down.
No, Sana, no. What did you just do? Did you just pop your Tempest of Blade under a King's Calling? Oh, look at that. The penalty zone has been pulled off onto the Faramis, but no, if Faramis will be surviving that. Oh, another hook onto the Kufra as well, but in Nether Realm, I think that is a panic ultimate coming in from Faramis, Itami.
Definitely, like he was trying to bait him in there, and like Paramis uses all the. He might have thought that Kufra will be taken down because of that hook, but no. Teresa looking quite on a bad position. Here comes the last insanity from Pitchfork is able to secure the kill on that Teresa, and Kufra is trying to make a jump, but Eudora is not caught yet. And as you mentioned, the King's Calling, the Ling used his Tempest of Baits on the King's Calling, and he was taken down on that side. But meanwhile, Kufra will be trying to jump on the Mincetar, and a beautiful ultimate from him is able to take down that Mincetar instantly. They will get the tower as well on the mid, and they will be trying to go for a team fight on the bot lane. Oh, Ling, Tempest of Baits. Oh, Aya is able to secure the kill on the Ling.
Getting.
Oh my god, this is a 1-for-1 trade. Both of the junglers have been taken down on the bot lane. Aya was able to secure that kill on that Ling with the Ogi Shadow skill, but on the process, Aya was taken down. Both of the teams don't have the jungler yet, and I guess Ling will be spawning before Aya, so I guess this is going to be an easy loss for the side of the Demonic Blade.
If possible, look at that Xbox. He is already pushing the check. Oh, wait a minute, the flicker penalty zone coming in. It does not connect to anyone, but the King's Calling will be doing its magic. The Lord is very, very low. Looks like the Lord will be taken by Musama, securing this Lord for his team. The Tempest of Blade being popped right into the blue buff of the Hayabusa. It is the Oigi Shadow Kill doing its job as well. It is a shutdown for the Xbox, but no, he won't be surviving that. The damage coming in from Paramis as well as the Ling, that is just too much.
Damn, Faramis was barely able to escape, but that Ogi Shadow kill was almost able to secure a double kill in there, but still, a 2 for 2 stage for wipe out of both of the teams. And Ling will be taking down that Eudora. He was low HP. Eudora was trying to use her second skill and the first skill in order to take down the Ling, but she was unable to do so.
That was a punishment for the Eudora. Even though she used up the flicker. Oh, wait a minute. Another fight. The red side of the Hayabusa, the King's Calling doing its magic, and it renders three people helpless. They can't use the skills, and still it looks like the Last Insanity doing its magic on the Terrasla. He will be picked off. It is a Hayabusa in trouble, but no, it is not the Hayabusa. Looks like it will be the Roger himself in trouble.
It was the Xborg actually, but still a 3-for-1 trade. Hayabusa was able to secure the triple kill. Maybe even a savage would have been done. Eudora was like the Roger just went in too deep, and he was immediately taken down by that Eudora.
That is true. Look at that. Eudora was positioned her second skill in a way that it stunned the Roger into the turret. It was pretty well. And with that, they are trying to get their gold lead up as well, because the bounties are getting off pretty easy right now from the side of Team Demonic Waves as well. But on the really looking at a Link that who always the Triumph's revenge being missed out, the King's Calling doing it, in the land of dawn. Looks like it will be a Woeful going down, as well as Hyper X, the Tempest of Blade, with that the penalties are connecting on to 3 members, but no, they will be surviving that. Carry coming in with the spinning wheels, but it won't be enough. He will be taken down.
Too deep, Carry, too deep. That was too deep, because immediately after the kill, he could have been retreating, but he was trying to initiate a team fight and export the Wind of Nature. He used the Wind of Nature thing. I guess he thought that Xborg is a physical damage dealer, but no, he's a magic damage dealer. So, but your Wind of Nature is not going to work, and Haya is able to secure that kill on the Phalanx as well. Oh, Eudora almost one-shotted at Ling, and the Tempest of Blades has been forced out. He will be retreating as well.
Look at that. And with that, the Lord has enhanced. This means this is a level 2 Lord coming in. And now the Eudora is in the bush, trying to see if she could catch someone. But on the other hand, she has to reposition herself in a way that she won't be spotted out, and she can easily pick off the Roger or even the Ling himself. If Team Demolisher, they really need the spot in this tournament, they really need to pick off the Ling right before the Lord. And since the Lord is up, so it will be a problem for them.
Beautiful diving driven, and the flicker came up from that Supra, but Teresa is able to take out the kill on the Pyramid. The hook has been landed as well. Roger will be trying to dive in. The Wind of Nature has been used out of as well on the carry, and Hayabusa with the unstoppable. A 1-for-2 trade for the side, and blue team is kind of like pulling off in this game. They do have the jungler as well. They can go for the Lord this time.
Yes, that's true, but I really believe that the Link's retribution is pretty good against this Hayabusa, because I did see Hayabusa missing out in the first. Oh, wait a minute, the hook landing towards the Roger. Roger trying to go in with his Wolf's transformation. He would be picking off instead that the penalty zone connecting onto 2. Man, that is a pretty good penalty zone coming in.
Pretty good trade. You notice Teresa is able to land at least 3 or 4 members on his penalty zone, but unfortunately they don't have the goal. That is why the Whiteouts are not been happening, and here comes the Lord. But Haya is able to secure the Lord this time, and he goes in with the Obisatical Pyramid. All has been used as a Lim has not used his Temple of Blade yet, and he will be trying to escape with the shadows. Haya is trying to make a play in here, and by far no one's taken down. Eudora, oh my god, another flicker miss from that Eudora.
With that, it is a double kill for the Musama. Musama, he is trying to go in with the energy bar he has. He does not have his blue buff yet, but since Team Demolisher, they were the ones taking off this Lord. This is the Xbox doing the damage onto the Lord. So on the other hand, Team Demonic Wings, they're eyeing the mid turret because it is an inhibitor and a pretty good wait a minute, looks like the Triumph's Revenge won't be connecting to a wall, but the King's Calling into its place, and the Tempest of Blade rendering him helpless with that. Oh wait, the minions are in. The crystal is exposed. With that, it is Team Demonic Waves securing a victory here.
Demonic Wave able to secure the victory
Victory!
as well as the spot on the round of 16. And Hayabusa did try his best. He did secure the Lord, but still his team like he tried his best, but it was not enough. The penalty zone was landing as well, but I think it was the miscommunication maybe, or this Minsitar on the room was not such a good idea. So was the Eudora. Just for the link, picking up the Eudora is not actually a great idea.
I do agree. He could have gone in for a Lunox. That would be pretty much good because on the other hand, there is this tanky hero such as the X, even the Kufra, they would have been melted by the Lunox. But on the other hand, look at Carrie. Carrie was in wrong position every single time. She was late to the team fight, but unfortunately, she won't. She did not do much in this in this game. With that, it is the Ling picking up the MVP with the KDA of 1437. Pretty good KDA, and that is a very good Ling right there.
Definitely. And guys, we will be back with game number 3 of this day 2, Vortex Esports Championship day 2. So we will be back. Stay tuned.
like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're superhero. You're superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero? Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Music is personal.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
impossible. Your team is banning.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Vortex Esports Gaming Season 2. I am your host Asuya, and I'm pretty delighted to be here to witness an exciting match between Eclipse Legion and Elysian. This is a third match of the first game, and joining me is a brilliant voice, Ray. So, Ray, how you been feeling today?
Thank you for
Your
that
team is
sweet
banning.
and brilliant introduction. I really appreciate it. And anyways, I'm feeling really excited too. I want to see what type of, picks we're going to be seeing today and what type of, team composition and engages we might be seeing in the upcoming match. So let's proceed to the draft phase as we see the team Eclipse Legion has already banned out the Mincetar. I'm really curious what they
Still
might be
waters
picking
run
for.
deep. Your
Maybe
team
they
is
might be going
banning.
for, Phobius, who is countered by Mincetar a lot, or maybe something else. So let's see what they're cooking up with. And
The
we have already
hunt
seen that
begins. Your
Elysian has
team is
also
banning.
banned out the Ling. So let's just proceed with the draft phase as we are already seeing just the meta ban. What do you think could be the priority picks this time, Asuya?
Well, be it the priority picks or the priority bands, well, we all know they're all the standard bands and picks like Zazk, Hayabusa, Ling, Chip, Kylos, Julian. Well, as we can see here, the same thing is happening. Even Ruby and Mincetar has been banned. Well, it makes sense because both of them are pretty good at pinning down every mobile hero.
I see
I mean,
lots of
even if it's
prey.
not a
Your
mobile
team
hero,
is
that
banning.
Mincetar literally, if he
Butterflies
hooks you
born
into
by
his
thy
Your team
arc.
wish,
is
It's a
banned.
complete
guided
nightmare for
by
that hero.
lantern's light.
And yeah, Zushin has been banned. And of course, a Roger has to be banned. Well, if you ask me, I always ban a Roger because he is a nightmare, especially in
Your
late game.
team is
Also,
picking.
his early game is also pretty, OP, I think. Just need some support, and you can literally dominate and invade the enemy jungle. So, back to you, Ray.
Yes, thank you for that. I agree. Roger is one of the most fierce junglers at the moment because you just see what does he doesn't have. He has immunity with his first skill, DPS with his attack speed. He also has true damage with Thunder Belt and Endless Battle, and he can even buy Warwick. So there's just so much damage being dishing out. And he, in the human form, he can just run around the map at the sliver of his HP, surviving from any potential, chasing and enemies. And we will be seeing our first pick. And
Your team is
I'm
picking.
actually really curious why was Belleric just prioritized, considering there are so many meta picks available at this point, because you can see Zask is open as well as Xborg is open, Terizla is open. So I think Elysian will be taking that advantage of so many meta picks being available to them. I find the Belleric pick really weird to be prioritized, but let's see, let's see. Back to you, Asuya.
Well, if you ask me, Belric is quite an annoying tank. Especially, he is a nightmare for the MM. His passive, along with that vengeance, he can literally solo kill the MM over there. But yeah, at the same time, I don't think Belric should have been the first pick from the side of the blue
As
team
fleeting
because,
as a
Aurora is
snowflake's
open,
breath,
Your
Morpheus
team
is
as
is
open, and
banned.
timeless
Elysium
as
has
a
taken
glacier's
grabbed
heart.
onto that opportunity and taken both of those meta heroes. At the same time, Terizla is open, Hylos is open, Vexana is open, so Chip is also open.
Chivalry is
So I don't
dead,
see
and
what was
I
that
will
thought
revive it.
process while picking that Belric as the first pick. At the
Light
same time,
me
if the
up and
enemy,
watch the
Your
they
team
world
is
tried to
picking.
burn!
pick something, like Tigreal, who has immense CC, or even Atlas, if they had this option of countering the tank with, Diggy or Valentina, they don't have it anymore. What are your thoughts about this, Ray?
Yes, indeed. I like Belleric. Obviously, I'm not judging the Belleric. Belleric is indeed a really good hero, but he's not
Let's
that
make the
strong in the
whole
meta
Your
world
that you
green
team
can
is
and
prioritize
banned.
lively.
him the first. There are like so many other heroes, like this Phobius was available, and they did not utilize that. They decided to take the
Feed,
Belleric for some
Your
reason. I'm
destroy,
team
just
is
really
banned.
confused why they
conquer.
did so, but I won't be quick to judge, and I will see what strategies they might be cooking up with. Maybe there's a hidden strategy, or maybe it's just their team strength. We will know it soon as we head on to the last four bans from both teams. As we see, Zask has been banned out from the side of Elysian, and right now, banning the fourth ban from the side of blue team, it's Lark. Let's see what he bans out.
I
Back
am
to
the
you,
priestess
Asiya.
of
Your
primal
team is
lightning,
Well,
the
banning.
while
hunter
you
of
were
all the
speaking, I
evil
was
gods.
contemplating on this very point that Edith is still open and Lolita, the blue team cannot pick a Lolita to counter that Edith. So I think Edith ban was coming. I saw that coming literally. And if we talk about the red team bans, I think maybe a Vexana ban could be a pretty good choice on their part because, she literally slays with her lane clearing ability, her chain CC, her damage. So yeah, I think that could be a pretty good ban, or maybe a Julian
Hope
ban
will
could also.
find a
As
way,
I
Your
said,
team
they
even
is
when
have
all
banned
is
banned.
a
forlorn.
Vexana. Well, from
See value in
oh
me?
Your
well,
team
Fred
is
has been
picking.
You
banned.
should.
Well, it's a pretty weird ban if you ask me because a Julian ban could have made more sense. Or even, I think, what do you think about this ban, Ray?
I do find the Fredrin
Time and
ban
tide wait
really
for
Your
no
team
man,
is
unnecessary,
picking.
nor
and
girl.
like Fredrin is not that present in the meta at this point because, like just like you said, Julian is open, Alpha is open, even Bane is open. So there are so many jungle picks, but they decided to ban out the Fredrin, which has really no chances of being picked, especially in a composition like this. So I think that ban has been wasted. But from the side of Elysian, they have banned out the Vexana, who is one of the top picked in mages with the Aurora, you know.
3,000
So they have
worlds,
taken out the
and not
competition,
a
and they
single
might
worthy
be taking
foe.
one of the
Your
best
team
mages,
is
or
picked.
unless Eclipse Legion has a
To
response to that,
live
they do
is to
pick the
trick the
Faramis,
reaper.
knowing that the enemy has already picked their mages and they might not be going for Valentina. So their Faramis will be able to utilize that Netherworld ultimate and make sure they re-engage or retreat from any potential fights. And just like I said, Alpha was open and he will be picked as the jungler from the side of Elysian. And right now we're proceeding on to as we see the final drafts of both teams. At this point, what I believe is that the Belric pick is still a little bit suspicious to me, but other than that, the Export, the Mardis, and the Faramis pick is decent. But at the end, it's all about the execution. Back to you, Asaya.
Well, if you ask me about the team composition, well, I think Eclipse has a pretty weaker side to the synergy because Xbox can literally dive in, Mortis can dive in, and while they're far ahead in the team, I think the ultimate from Paramus would go useless. I mean, I'm not judging it, but I think this might happen. So I think Elysian has a better team composition at that point. You see, it's balanced from early to late game. Along with that late game healing from Florin, she can be a nightmare to deal with. And as I say all this, we are here, back to the land of dawn. Will there be a lot taken, or will there be no lot taken? Who will take this championship? Just stay tuned and watch us. And back to you, Ray.
Yes, we are proceeding onto the land of dawn, and we are seeing both junglers are taking their respective buffs. And we'll just be waiting for an engage until the turtle spawns in, and we will be seeing some engage coming on from the both sides. But other than that, it will just be a traditional rotation coming on from the both sides. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, there seems to be a technical issue on the end of our part. Please wait as we will try to solve this inconvenience. Please stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we are back on live. We are sorry for that inconvenience caused. Seems like it was an issue on the part of Mobile Legends and the tournament lobby got crashed. But we are back onto the game as we are heading to the 3 minutes onto the game. We are seeing that we missed out on a little bit of action, but I see that Eclipse Legion is leading with 2 kills right now, and they might be Sam is coming on with another world charge, going in and trying to save his teammates, and Alpha will be taken down, but Beleric will be punished for that engage. But, Asuya, we are back onto the game, and we did miss out on a few actions, but since we are back, what do you think of the game at this point?
Well, as we know, we had some technical issue, but now we're back at it. But at the same time, we have missed that first kill. I don't know who took that, which hero took that, but it's so important, you know. If the jungler has that kill, the goal lead which it gives, it's pretty important. And we can see that at this point, it's been 4 minutes into the game, and the kill is 4:2. And some small skirmish is going for the turtle. Will the red team be able to take that turtle? And Elysium is trying to, grab onto some opportunity, grab onto some mistake which Eclipse makes. So yeah, right now we just see the teams, moving around, trying to get some opportunity. So what do you think, Ray? Who will get this turtle?
At the advantage, the freeze might be coming in anytime, and Beatrix does secure the Lord. Both retributions not hitting on that turtle. Marty seems like he might be in a little bit of trouble and will be taken down, and he is indeed. Borg does secure the kill on to that Alpha, but he will be punished for it as he is shut down. That might spell trouble for the team of Eclipse Legion, who just had 2 shutdowns on their side. And they really need to watch out, because if they keep giving these shutdowns to the team of Elysian, they might fall behind in gold and they might lose this game, because they have the Aurora has the freeze that can really disable the fighters as well as the marksmen from the side of Eclipse Legion. So they have to watch out for that Aurora, as well as any kind of ultimates that will be coming on from the side of Beatrix, who has the rocket ultimate as well as the machine gun and the sniper ultimate. So they need to watch out of it in the team fights, or they might get wiped out. Anyways, the turtle has been taken on by Beatrix, which was a really lucky ultimate coming from her side, and both retribution did miss out due to this engage. But anyways, I think we'll see another engage happening on the turtle the next time. Anyways, giving it to you, Asuya.
Well, one thing which I've noticed here is how well that Beleric is rotating. The way he's giving, that vision which is necessary. I really love their tank. Eclipse has a pretty good tank, and at the same time, in the previous fight for the turtle, as I said before, X-Borg and Martis, they are way far ahead, and this Faramis, he is unable to save them with his ult, and a small skirmish taken down there, and Martis has been taken down. See how well Elysium is ganking at this point, and they are trying to take down that Clint. Will be able to gank him successfully? Even Faramis is there, but only 2 against 4 would be a problem. But Beleric joins in, so Elysium decides to, go back and take that turtle, because of course turtle is a priority at this point. And look at that Phobius, the way Elysium is controlling the map. Phobius has come from top to bottom to clear the lanes while his team engages in the turtle. And back to you, Ray.
Yes, I really think Martis needs to watch his positioning as well as the X-Borg. Just like you said, their strength lies on that Faramis's Netherworld ultimate, which can give them another life and, help win them the team fight. But Martis is way too ahead in the front lines. He really needs to, see where his Faramis is positioning himself and wait for him. Because if he keeps repeating this mistake, he has already done it twice. And if he does it one more time, he might be lagging behind in the golden experience against the Alpha, and he might be losing the jungle, really easily, because Alpha will be invading for all those buffs, denying him the golden experience. So Martis really, really needs to watch out the position of his roamer and the Faramis, as well as Clint is playing quite safe so far, and he does have 2 assists, but he also needs to watch his positioning. He needs to provide that backup. He needs to go in the front when his team is charging in, and we might be seeing an engage coming inside from the Elysian, but there seems like just a little bit of a poking game going on between the teams. Phobius' rotation is doing much better, but he really needs to watch his lane because X4 might be pushing that top turret. Beatrix does launch that ultimate with her rocket, the gun, and thus take downs a lot of the HP of Clint. So Clint really, we might be seeing an engage coming on the mid side, and the freeze has been used. I think Paramis wasted his ultimate, I think. Yes, he did exhaust that resource, and that was a little bit of a waste coming on from the side of Eclipse Legion, and so far the team seems to be in favor of Elysian. And Paramis will also be punished as they dive inside the tower. Giving it to you, Asaya. What's the analysis so far?
Well, as I said before, during the ban phase, Aurora could, instead of that Fred or the other bans, Aurora was a priority ban because now see the mistake which Eclipse did, they've been punished for it. For picking Belric as the first pick because look at that Aurora, even though the early game is not that good, but the way she can spam her first skill, she can literally drain down that HP from her poke, and the way she's, literally freezing everything up. My god, that mage is literally a nightmare. And at the same time, the synergy of Eclipse is not too well. Just look at how Elysium is rotating. Even the marksman, instead of pushing the lane, is literally moving around the map with them. And even though Phobius is trying to push the mid lane, but it has costed him the top turret. And here, he will be taken down by that Xbox. Well, makes sense because how OP Xbox can be with, the way he can abuse that Vorax. So, fancy small team fight going on here. Will they be able to take down that turret? But no, they will be taking that buff instead. And look at that Aurora and her damage and that poke she's giving, followed up by Alpha and that Beatrix. Elysium is literally dominating the game at this point. Back to you, Ray.
Yes, indeed, Elysian is dominating the game a lot. Xbox is doing his best, trying to take the advantage of all the misplays Kazu 1 is making with the Phobius, and he has secured so far 5 kills on his belt as Kazu has died 3 times. So the EXP lane is a little bit one-sided towards the side of Xbox because of the Firaga armor as well as the Warx. But the team fight is being on the side of Elysian because they're not able to coordinate well. The Eclipse Legion, they're just not able to coordinate those ultimates with the Faramis and Belric, and they're missing out on the engages. And we see an engage coming on the top lane. Xbox might get punished for this engage happening, and he will be... does he survive at the sliver of his HP? Faramis does come in with the Nether World, but it is exhausting, and since they do not have resource, I really recommend for Eclipse Legion to back down because they are doing a 5-man rotation because they have the Florin and they need the heals. And Clint should prioritize on the split push. The only way they can prioritize, winning this game is that split push because they're sticking together and they will be able to take the advantage. Clint really needs to watch out his position because he might get hit by the sniper or the rocket. Anyways, we are seeing that both teams, or at least Elysian, is preparing for the next Lord, trying to end the game as the Luminous Lord will be spawning in. Hexborg is heading back to the lane, and we're just seeing both teams just trying to take the resources and the jungles. And we'll be seeing an engage happening perhaps on the Lord, and if they do not take the Lord, they really need to defend really well. And we might be seeing another engage happening here. Alpha being caught, but the heal coming in, and oh my god, the Alpha has been shut down, and Martis would be punished for it. And looks like Xbox charging in with that last insanity with the Firaz armor, but Beatrix also charging in. What would happen? And Beatrix does secure that kill, but War punishes for all that, that mischievous that Beatrix was cooking up. That was such a long team fight going back and forth between the teams. Borg does come out on top at this point. Now you can give the analysis, Asuya, and we are seeing another engage, but back to you.
Well, will Xbox be taken down at this point? And I think no, he will be able to escape. So yeah, well, if you ask me, the charge from Alpha over there was a big mistake on the part of Elysium because they didn't have Phobius and they had to go, 5 versus 4. And at the same time, the way when Alpha charged in, like Martis took him inside, and that feel from Florin wasn't any use to them. So yeah, and at the same time, just like this, if Eclipse needs to make a comeback, they need to take down that Aurora. They need to take down that Florin because they are so far behind, and a team fight has been initiated, and Belric has been taken down. Oh my god. He should have backed off because I think it would be a free lord for, Elysium if they decide to take it up. And yeah, even Eclipse knows that, and so they are backing off and trying to split push, clearing the top lane. And so it will be an uncontested lord for Eclipse. Well, that Belric over there soloing was a major mistake, which they are being punished for right now. Will they be able to, take that lord down before Eclipse gets one of their inhibitors down? So back to you, Ray.
Xborg is doing his best right now to take down most of the teammates from Elysian, and just like you said, that position of Belric was really bad and he was really punished for it, and he was taken down, which resulted in a free lord to the side of Elysian right now. And the lord is marching down on the mid lane. It is the luminous lord, so they really need to defend it. They do have one turret, but it would be taken down really easily. I'm not seeing any kind of help coming to the side of Clint, but looks like they are coming down now. Clint really needs to watch out his position and avoid any kind of barrage that is coming from the Beatrix with that rocket launcher. And they just need to perhaps try to defend. They do have the better teamfight potential, but they really need to watch out their positions as well as the timing of the ultimate of Faramis. They're really reliant on that, the Netherworld ultimate from Faramis. So let's see what engages would be happening. But this game, it can go anywhere at this point. The Elysian is dominating, but one simple mistake, and if everybody is stuck inside that Belaric's ultimate and the Netherworld is used on time, and all of the blue team Eclipse Legion survives, we might be seeing a complete comeback here, because they do have the damage, they do have the CC. So let's just see what happens on the next gank. But both teams seem to be playing safe, and they will just wait out for the Lord, I guess. And you can do the analysis for now, Asuya.
15 minutes into the game, and we don't see much difference between the goal, nor do we see, and will there be a small gank over here for Mart is trying to charge in, and Paramis is also there and dealing that damage, but both the teams decide to back off because they know that the goal lead is not much on their part. And Phoebe is trying to go ahead. Will he be punished for it? But no, Elysium knows that at this point they have that damage, they have that security, because it's in late game and Martis is so much dependent on his ult, and before even a single enemy gets to that low health which the Martis can use his ult on, Florin just heals them back. That's how OP their team synergy and their team comp is. Although the only thing I see for Eclipse at this point is to split push, group, and try to take down that Vexana, or sorry, that Aurora or that Florin, or else they won't have any point in the team fights. No winning there. Just look at how they're charging together. Back to you, Ray.
Yes, the Lord is spawning in, and Martis is in quite an awkward position. He really needs to retreat, and he does anyways. Seems like they're trying to contemplate whether or not to contest this Lord, because if this Lord is contested, it is a guaranteed Lord, inhibitor being taken down. Barrett catches in with that ultimate, and Quinn secures the Lord. Such an amazing gameplay coming out from the side of Eclipse region. And Quinn secures another kill. Looks like we might be seeing a complete comeback and a turnaround. What a gameplay coming on from the side of Clint, who just secured a Lord and that annoying Aurora. But he might own. Oh my god. This Clint, we really need to pay attention to him, because he just took down Beatrix to a sliver of his HP and retreated at a sliver of his HP as well. What a gameplay coming on from the side of Clint. Back to you, so yeah.
Well, Eclipse made use the full potential of their team synergy at this point because that X-Bog and Mart is disrupting the back lanes, and at the same time that Faram is supporting them and the MM, so he was able to take down that Lord. And at the same time, you see how much damage Clint has at this point. It's been the late game now, 18 minutes into the game, and he has got all his equipment and the damage. He literally one-shotted that Beatrix in midst of all the team members. So yeah, there is a chance for the comeback because they are using the team synergy pretty well at this point, and they are trying to take down their turret. Will they be able to take them down? And yes, that turret goes down, and Beatrix is just trying to clear the lanes over there. Now they go ahead and proceed to clear the top turret, but Frederick has been, frozen, and will he be taken down? And all that damage, but no, he successfully escaped and again doing that damage, and Paramus has been taken down. Phobius is pretty good at this point because, the way he can disrupt that Paramus and he can be the frontliner, the vanguard for others to deal damage. So yeah, it's pretty even at this point. It's been 19 minutes into the game at 11 for 14, although the gold lead is almost the same. I'm really excited to watching this match, It's like a to and fro of a pendulum. Back to you, Ray.
Yes, and Faramis was taken down by, Elysian at that point. But, the Faramis's passive, he was able to respawn really, really quickly and, stop Elysian from any form of advantage or gaining any form of a header. Back to you, Asuya.
Well, we see that Alpha charging in again, like once he had done previously and had paid for it. Will he pay for it again? But no, the entire team comes from back up, and Xbox trying to retreat, and Frederick with his ult and Phobius trying to disrupt the entire organization, and Paramus with his ult trying to save his teammates, and Phobius has been taken down. Meanwhile, Marcus has also been taken down. It's 1-for-1. What a brilliant team fight from both the teams, It's like you take one, take one, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Back to you, Ray.
The Lord is spawning in and the jungler is missing from the team fight of the side of Eclipse region. Martis has not been able to perform well due to the Phobius locking him down as well as the Aura's freeze that has been happening. She's been spamming that non-stop and seems like an engage is happening here. Beleric might be taken down there by Alpha and Bob charges in with the last insanity, but that might be a bad decision considering the amount of heals and shields that the team Elysian has right now. Bob does have the advantage right now as he sees them become really low HP. Will he be able to take down that Aura? And he does. The Lord is being taken down by Alpha, who is at really low health at this point, but they do have the healer. So let's see what will happen in this team fight. The Lord will be taken down by Alpha because Martis was not, available yet. He was still dead and he just spawned in, and the Lord would be going to the side of Elysian. They do have this inhibitor towers, but one thing I can tell you is that Martis really needs to watch out his position because he has been taken down 5 times and he has 0 kills under his belt. He's just not able to perform well, and we see an engage happening onto the side of mid lane. Ward does use his last insanity. He might be losing his immortality though. Martis charges in, but all the shields and the heals are getting triggered. This might be really a bad scene for the side, and export has been shut down and looks like it might be the end of Eclipse Legion because they overextended during the Lord phase. They should have stayed at the base and defended the Lord, but we might be seeing a victory from the side of Elysian because they have all their 5 people available to them. The Lord is marching down. The team fight is happening in. Clint does find himself in an awkward position and looks like it might be a victory for Team Elysian as they charge down at the Nexus. Brilliant game from both sides, but I think at the end the overextension from both Martis and Xborg cost them the game. But nonetheless, great try from the side of Eclipse Legion, especially the Xborg, who was doing his absolute best to carry the game. Martis, on the other hand, just was not able to perform well at all, and I do not blame him because the crowd control coming in from Aurora, the true damage coming in from Alpha, and the Phobius charging in due to the passive, it was just too much for him, and I think they should have prioritized something else without the dashes, perhaps. Anyways, it was an exciting game. There was a lot of back and forth going on. You can do the analysis now, Asuya.
Well, as you said, that Martis, he had been, completely, his damage had been completely diffused by that Florin because, especially in the late game, the Florin heals are completely amazing. And yes, as you said, he had been out of position during the end game fights, which is a pretty bad thing, especially when the Lord is spawning and you are, contesting for that Lord. At the same time, Xbox according to me, he played pretty brilliantly, but in the end, he committed that mistake of soloing the Lord in the mid lane. He should have, retreated and they should have grouped together and sheltered under that turret. Maybe they could have been able to defend and, maybe there was a chance for a comeback, but yeah, the mistakes which they did made punish them, especially taking that Belleric as the first pick and not banning Aurora was a major mistake on my part. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I hope
We'll
you
be
enjoyed
seeing
the
a
game.
match too. We'll be seeing a match too. It's a best of three. So we'll be back with the match
Yeah,
too.
this
We'll be
match.
seeing both teams fighting again and competing maybe for will Elysian be able to take that victory and knock out Eclipse Legion, or Eclipse Legion will make a comeback with the victory and we'll proceed with the game two. We can find out on the next match. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with game two.
The average
Your team is banning.
Hello, and we are back with match number three, game two between Team Ellison against the team of none other than Team Eclipse Legends. So on the blue side we have Team Ellison this time, and
Still waters run deep.
on
Your
the
team
red
is
side we have
banning.
Team Ellison. On the red side we have Team Ellison, and on the blue side we have Team Eclipse Legends. So well, I am Itami, and with me right now there is my caster, none other
Butterflies
than
born
my
by
Your
their
guy
team
wish,
Jay.
is banning.
guided by lantern's
Hello,
light.
hello. Nice to have you again, man. Um, I'm really excited to join on the second game as I've already casted for the first game that just happened a few moments ago between Eclipse Legion and Elysian. And Elysian came out on top because of some suspicious and misplays coming from the side of Eclipse Legion. So I'm really curious if Eclipse Legion learned from their mistakes and they're able to come up with a better team synergy and take this victory and proceed to a game
Your
three,
team is
or
banning.
Elysian will just not give them any opportunity and take this victory home with them, knocking out Eclipse Legion. And we are seeing our first bans coming on from the side of both teams. On the blue side, we have Team Elysian, and on the red side, we have Team Eclipse Legion, who has banned out the Chushin. And we are seeing just the standard meta bands and like the Hylos and the Ling. I'll probably just see a
I will protect
Hayabusa.
you.
Oh,
Your
I also
team
see
is
a Lolita
banning.
coming in. So I think it's just a standard band. Anyways, we'll be seeing the picks, and I will see if Eclipse Legion has learned from their mistakes last game. Back to you, Itami.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, by far there are only the meta bans, the Ling, the Hylos, the Lolita, as well as the Jushin. I guess they will just be proceeding with the regular bans. In the last game, what I noticed that was on the gold lane. Finally, we saw Battle of Marksman, the Beatrix, as well as the Clint, and this time, maybe we are gonna see a Ruby or an Edith or maybe a Minzitar on the Golden, or maybe we are gonna see the Battle of
Light
Marksman
me
again,
up
and they're
and
both
Your
watch the
experts
team
this
is
time.
world
So I
banning.
guess
burn!
from the side of the blue team, they are planning to pick a Teresla, considering that ban on X-Borg so early.
Yes, indeed. I mean, Xborg was actually the only one dominating from the side of Eclipse Legion, and they do not want to first pick an
May the
Xborg
blood of
because
my
it
enemies
can be
Your
flow into
countered.
my
team is
So
spear!
picking.
they banned it out, and they did not want the Eclipse Legion to take it as well. And I'm seeing the Minstar ban again, which was the
I
same.
see
I'm just
lots of
seeing similar
prey!
bans
Your team
again
is
and again,
picking.
but I feel like Eclipse Legion is on trouble again this time because they just gave out the Roger, who is one of the most strongest junglers in the game right now. His mobility as well as his damage with the Thunderbelt, Endless, and Warx combo is just way too much to ignore, and he can absolutely just destroy any other jungler as well as even head on to the back line. So I think this
The
might be
hunt
a big mistake
begins.
coming on from the side of Eclipse Legion, giving out that Roger,
I am the
and we will
power of
Your
see the
team
light
is
results in
banning.
game.
chisel.
And I really feel like the Roger will be dominating this game unless they have picked out
I
the
am not
Ruby
the only
and
one
Hayabusa.
bound by these
So let's see
chains.
how it proceeds. But Elysian responds with the Phobius pick. I do not understand why they did not ban or pick it because this was dominating in the last game as well. But we will see. I do not want to quick to judge because Eclipse Legion did put up a good fight. So I'm really excited to see how they're going to respond this time. Back to you, Itami.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the
Your
Roger
team is
is
picking.
doing quite well on the meta as the jungler as well as the gold laner, and they proceeded to pick the Roger first. And for that trade, the team, the red team got the Hayabusa as well as the Ruby, and they are maybe for the Alpha. I don't think so because they already pick Hayabusa as their jungler, so Alpha EXP doesn't work out well. But from the side of the blue team, this they didn't proceed to ban the Zask. The Jushin is banned, but the Zask was open, so they immediately proceeded to pick the Zask as well as the Phobius. We know that Phobius is doing really good right now, and yesterday the match we casted, Phobius was being an absolute menace on that match, and we might be seeing a Chow pick on the room or maybe on the EXP. Yes, and
Your
Braxy
team
will
is
be
banning.
proceeding with the Chow pick. Chow, Chow is like, he can, with his Shunpo, he can like initiate team fights. He can kick the opponent out of the towers as well and initiate team fights as well. But still, we gotta see if this Chow is gonna go to the EXP or even to the roam.
I am really doubting the decision making on the side of Eclipse Legion at this point. Do you know why? Because ELYSION has the Phobius, and they already had the Ruby and
I am the
Hayabusa who
priestess
Your
of primal
team
use a
is
lot
lightning,
of
banning.
dash,
the hunter of
which will
all the
activate
evil
more
gods.
ultimates for the Phobius. And right now they've also decided to go for the Chao, who also has dashes. So if this keeps
As
going on,
fleeting as a
Phobius
Your
might
team
come
is
out
snowflake,
banning.
way too
as
dominant in this
timeless as a
game.
glacier's
But
heart.
we will see. We will see what these teams can, cook up the strategies. But at this point, I'm just not seeing any advantage that the team Eclipse Legion has because I'm really suspicious of the Chao pick who has, dashes that will enable Phobius a lot. I will not never underestimate a Phobius because he can absolutely just dominate 3 to 4 people all
Horology is my
on his
Your
craft.
own.
team is
Diggy is my
So
banning.
name.
let's see what they're proceeding with. I see a Diggy ban. Are they going to be proceeding with an Atlas or a Tigreal? Well, only time will tell as we proceed to the last ban from the side of Eclipse Legion. Sorry, Elysian.
You know that ban on that Diggy might pick up an Atlas on as the fourth pick as well as the fifth pick, but from the side of the blue team, they don't like. I don't think they are gonna go with the Valentina.
Hope will
So I
find a
guess
way,
Your
that is
team
the
is
even
reason
when all
banning.
why
is
the
forlorn.
blue team proceeded to like ban the Diggy. They might be going with
For
the
honor!
no, they
Your
will be
team is
proceeding with the
picking.
Tigreal. I'm so sorry, because Diggy's ultimate can even cancel Tigreal's ultimate as well. So I guess, we are gonna see the Florin again from Asuna. I don't know, but
Another gold medal in
okay, a
my
goal in
pocket.
Moscow and a Johnson. No, 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 no. The chip is still open. I guess they will be proceeding with the chip or maybe a support. I think the decision is yet to be made. And for the side of the red team, this job is definitely going to the EXP. And for the gold lane, I guess it's gonna be the Ruby. And for the side of the red team,